Hello everybody and welcome back to Zoo Tycoon Let's Play of the scenarios. And today we are doing the Forest Zoo, which is another beginner scenario. The conservation group has purchased a small plot of land in a wooded area outside the city of Munich, Germany. Their goal is to create a small zoo that can be used as a haven for animals from zoos around the world when they are no longer wanted. You will not be able to adopt any animals in this scenario. They will all be donated to you from other zoos. The first shipment of animals has arrived and can be found in their shipping crates near the front gate. The animals won't leave these crates until they are placed in valid exhibits. When this first batch of animals are in suitable exhibits, another shipment will arrive. In the meantime, attract guests by purchasing buildings where guests can fulfill their needs and where they can have fun. Remember, if you need extra cash, you can always sell the trees inside the zoo by clicking the Clear Objects tab, moving the bulldozer ship. It's basically just saying, if you want more money, destroy a load of trees. Yeah, there you go, there's some environmentally friendly tip for you. Deforestation of natural forests gives money. Don't think about the environment, think of the money. Anyway, so for this scenario we have 12 months, so it's twice as long. So this is going to be a long video, or a longer video. We need to earn a suitability rating of at least 70 for 6 exhibits. Nothing difficult about that. Animal happiness of 85, nothing difficult there, and zoo rating of 60. So I would argue this scenario is easier than the last scenario. Anyway, what do we have? We have 3 animals. We have a black rhino, a Bengal tiger, and a grizzly bear. Well, let's start with the grizzly bear. Okay, so let's build it where there's already some, like, bear-like stuff. And let's build a 10x10 exhibit. Like so. We'll probably need to demolish some of this stuff, because some of it won't be liked by the bear. Apparently it likes to. In fact, it needs more foliage, and it likes yellow cedar trees, which is here. And because it's a bear, it lives in the woods, so it likes a lot of trees. It needs deciduous and coniferous. So let's give us some of that. Get rid of this grass. And let's rotate the roll around. Get rid of grass. And we need some more deciduous. Too much grass, not enough fresh water, not enough deciduous. Not enough, too much grass, not enough fresh water. In fact, actually, let's hide the trees and make it easier to see what we're doing. Too much grass, not enough fresh water. Too much grass, not enough fresh water. Okay, not enough coniferous and too much grass. Does not like the pine bush. Which is this thing. And hide the trees, find the bear. So not enough grass. Oops, not enough coniferous, too much grass. Okay. Bears do not like grass, that's interesting. That's okay. In fact, actually, we can make the bear happier by just getting rid of these trees and replacing them with the yellow cedar trees. Okay, yellow cedar trees. Okay. Not enough shelters and more rocks. So let's get some rocks in here. That doing sound is because I'm trying to build a rock where I can't, because there's probably a tree in the way or something. In fact, there will be a tree in the way. And it needs more shelters, so yeah, I think it wants the wooden shelter, because it's a bear. And the problem is now, where do we put the shelter? Let's get rid of this trees. Put the shelter down. And rebuild the trees. And get some hills. Hide the trees. Hungry and can't find any food. And that exhibit is 100 suitability rating. So it's literally perfect. And we need a zookeeper to give it some food. And that is the bear exhibit. Done. Okay. Let's get the exhibit sign up. Get some benches around here and get rid of these vending machines. Place it with... let's just build a restaurant. Get rid of some of the trees. You know what, let's just get rid of all these trees. Don't do this in real life, but because it's a game, deforestation, give us money. Literally the worst thing you can do environmentally, but this isn't real life. So we are just going to destroy the trees and get money for it. And now we have quite a lot of money. Let's get a restaurant, let's get a carousel, let's get an animal theatre, and let's get a gift shop. Okay. Let's colour in the carousel, makes no difference, it's just aesthetics on my end, or my perspective. They won't start making money until we build more stuff. Although someone's apparently gone into the restaurant, which is always nice. And we're going to need more paths. Get rid of this rock. And we can build the tigers exhibit over here. 15 by 10, which is more than big enough. That's pretty big, if I'm honest. Whoops. Put the tiger down. And the rainforest. And they need some dirt. And some grass. Some fresh water. More foliage. They're like the mangrove tree. Which is this one. And rocks. Hide the trees. Okay. And not enough shelters. And that's his exhibit suitability rating of 100. Guest happiness 79. Animal happiness 93. That's because the rhino isn't very happy. Zoo rating 73. Okay. The zoo name is Neuschwanstein Forest. Pretty sure that's not a real forest, but it might be. I don't know. If there are any Germans out there, please tell me. I'm pretty sure there's a place called Schloss Neuschwanstein, which is like a German castle in southern Germany? I don't know. Somewhere in the forest. Okay, so we need a rhino exhibit. And... oops. Let's build some more paths. And build the rhinos. Oops. It would help if I built the exhibit the right way round. Not like that. Okay, that is the beginning of the rhino exhibit. Whoops, wrong button. And they like umbrella thorn acacia tree. So. Oops, too many. Spot the rhino. Okay, that's fine. Rocks. And now hide the trees. And they need savanna, obviously, because it's a rhino. Animals are adapting well to their new environments. Additional animals have just arrived and can be found near the zoo's front gates. Well, except for this rhino, who's living in a not very good exhibit. Suitability rating 68. See, I haven't done anything with the terrain, it doesn't even have a shelter, and it's already 85. Some animals are really easy, and some animals are really not easy. But it needs fresh water and dirt. Hide the trees again. Oops. Fresh water. Too much savanna, not enough dirt. Okay. And not enough shelters. They need stable, because they're rhinos. Did I just... I feel like I just built a stable in the middle of nowhere. I think I undid it. Or undid it, rather. And that is exhibit suitability 91. Not perfect, but good enough. Okay. Guests 84, zoo rating 76. We don't need an actual toilet because the restaurant serves as a toilet. Well, it's making a loss, so let's increase the price to $14. That's making a loss. Let's increase that to 10. That's making money, so let's increase that to 7. It's making a loss. Increase the price. It's making money. Increase the price. That's capitalism for you. We have saltwater crocodile, plain zebra, clouded leopard, and another zebra. Interestingly, how we have 2 zebras but one of everything else. Anyway, let's do the crocodile first. So, crocodile. Now the crocodile's another weird one where it's difficult to get high suitability rating. Difficult, but not impossible. Okay, what can we build here that would fit? Build a fountain. Let's build a fountain. An elephant fountain. Even though we don't have any elephants. Bit weird, but hey ho. It works, apparently. Build some scenery. Let's build a map. And let's build some benches. Just make the place look a bit nicer. And build the exhibits for the crocodile. 9 by 9. Or 9 by 10 rather. And obviously it's a saltwater crocodile, so it needs salt water. Can you please move? And it also needs dirt. More animals of the same type would make him happier, but I can't get more animals, unfortunately. It requires water reeds, rocks, too much dirt, not enough salt water. So it needs a lot of salt water. That is fine. More rocks. Not too many rocks. And some water reeds. Now you have to build these like with the zebras, because otherwise it's really hard to get the exhibit suitability rating to go up for whatever reason. So there you go, it's gone up to 87 at the moment. It's now gone up to 88. It's now 89. I mean, that's good enough, but can we get it higher? No, it's gone down to 88 now. It's still at 88. It's gone up to 89. I think that's about as high as we can get. So, guest happiness 86, 87 now. Zoo rating 79. Interesting. Let's do the clouded leopard first. Let's put the leopard. Let's put the leopard over here. Over here in the corner, kind of. That'll do. I was trying to find a good rotation for the map. So it's a huge exhibit. Well, actually, it's not huge, but it's big. Okay, so the clouded leopard likes rainforest and mangrove trees. So it will need lots and lots of rainforest. And some grass. Some more grass. Not too much. No dirt, apparently. Mangrove trees. Rocks. And a shelter. Okay. And it needs a wood shelter because it's like a cat and blocks the entrance. That's not very good. It wants some fun, and it would like a toy. We don't have any toys. And it would like a mate, but we can't adopt animals. If we could have animals, I'd get it a mate, but we can't. I think what we'll do is spend money on the shelter. And spend... actually, we are out of money. That's a bit worrying. We'll have to sit back and get the money to roll in. Because we've basically run out. Guest happiness 89, zoo rating 81. Animals happiness 94, because these zebras aren't very happy. If we look at everyone else is happy. Except the zebras. So once we get the zebras into an exhibit, zoo rating should go up, guest happiness should go up. But right now, we need money. Let's see, how much money are we making? So, last month, we made about $5,000, apparently. Which is good. Yeah, apparently we made about $5,000 last year. Not last year, rather. Last month we apparently made $5,000. I think we just need to sit back and wait for the money to come in, though. Oh, I've just realised. We need a maintenance and a tour guide. So that's $800. Okay, we now have the rock cave. So let's get the research into the animal houses. Let's replace these wooden shelters with rock caves. Let's get rid of that. Need to move that entrance to here. We need a rock cave. So move the leopard, destroy that rock, and build the rock cave. And we need another rock. And it is now... well, it was already 100 and it's already even more perfect. It does need toys though, apparently. But if I remember correctly, the cat tree doesn't... the cat tree takes a long time to get. Guest happiness 92 or 91. Animal happiness 94. Zoo rating 81. We just need to sit back, wait for some money to come in. Then we can build the zebra exhibits. And then everything will be good. Everything is making a lot of money. So let's just sit back and wait for some money to come in. I don't know what happened in that last scenario, the Seasideville Zoo, because I had the problem where the guest happiness was quite low for a very long time, and I don't know why, even though I basically had everything provided to the guests, they weren't massively happy. It's a bit weird. Could increase the... Okay, so that month, if you ignore construction cost and research cost, which are like one-time only things, so we made about 4,000. in the month, which is really good. I mean, I don't know how much it would cost for a zebra exhibit itself. Aviary now available, so we could even build an aviary, which would make the guests even happier. So what these animal houses do is they don't increase, like, I mean, I think they increase the zoo rating a bit, maybe, but they increase the guest happiness. They don't make you any money, and you do have to pay upkeep, although you research to get the aviary in the first place, like we just did, and then you pay more for more research, which gets you access to better bonuses for your animal houses. So at the moment we're displaying birds of the tropical rainforest, which increases the the guest happiness ever so slightly, and we don't have to pay upkeep for that. But if we did better, we'd have to pay some upkeep. It's not very much, but it would increase the guest happiness even more. The only problem is that it's free to enter, so they don't make any money in themselves. But people are actually going inside, so that will increase the guest happiness a tiny bit. There you go. So we made $824 profit, but if you ignore research and construction costs, which we made about $5,000 that year. So just sit back and let the money pile in. Which in theory we could just sit back for about 6 months or so, and then just spend the last month just building the zebra exhibits, and then we'd win the game. One thing I said this previously, but one thing I don't like about this game is all the sitting around and waiting for money to build up, waiting for objectives to complete, etc. I think I will save the game though as Forest Zoo. Guest happiness 90. Weirdly, it was 92 earlier. Animal happiness 94. So this guest has just gone into the aviary, apparently. And he's looked at the zoo map, he's seen that the animals are overjoyed. Guest happiness 90. Guests seem to be very happy with your zoo, although 90 isn't high enough for some of the later scenarios. So, in the later scenarios, it's critical that you have like animal houses to increase animal guest happiness, and you make all the animals as happy as possible, and you have restaurants everywhere and just perfect zoo. Like restaurants everywhere, scenery everywhere, lots of things for the guests to do, and just make the guests really happy. But for what we're doing, 91 is happy enough. We don't even need guest happiness. We need a zoo rating of 60 and it's currently 82. So again, I apologise, because we are in the current situation of sit around and wait for money to come in, which is a common case in this game. Sit around and wait for money to come in. Obviously I'm not going to use any cheats to get money. Such cheats do exist to get money. You can look them up elsewhere. I'm not going to tell you them. I don't use cheats in my games unless I'm playing for fun. But I'm not cheating. I'm not using any cheats, so... And also, is no difficulty setting for this game. You literally just play on default difficulty setting. As we are doing. We could actually start to build the exhibit. I mean, how much would it cost just for the... It would cost about... If we did a 10x10 square exhibit, that would cost 3,600 just for the... just for the actual wall itself. And then we need terrain and trees, etc. So the whole thing would probably cost about 10 to 15,000. I don't know. We are making quite a lot of money, which is always nice. This aviary is actually really popular. So that was a good investment. Guest happiness 92. So the zoo rating is kind of just like an overall rating of how your zoo is. It depends upon like animal happiness, guest happiness, like how many guests you have, the types of paths, like how much care and attention the animals get, how much research you've done into making their lives better. So there are a lot of factors affecting that. Animal happiness and guest happiness is simply take every animal or guest in your zoo, add up all of their happiness ratings and divide by the how many there are. So it's simply the mean value, which obviously we have 192 guests, so that should in theory go up and down by less. But we only have 7 animals, and the zebras are dropping that down because they're not happy, because they're not actually in proper exhibits. Guest happiness 90. That is fluctuating. Just click on random guests and see what they think. You're hungry? Well then go to the restaurant. Although you're still apparently really happy. Guest happiness 91. I mean obviously it does fluctuate. So that's something that you need to look out for. In the longer scenarios, you do need to make sure that your guest happiness and your animal happiness and your zoo rating obviously remain above the threshold so that you can actually pass the scenario. It's no good just making a drink, coming back only to find out that your zoo rating has plummeted for whatever reason and you failed the scenario. But it keeps telling me that the guests are very happy with us, with our zoo, which is good, because we do have a guest happiness of 91. We haven't won any awards, which is a bit weird. I thought we'd win the awards for exhibit suitability rating. Oh wow, that tiger literally could not be happier. I mean, it can at the moment. But earlier it had 100 on all 4 bars, so it literally could not be happier. The leopard needs to eat a bit, but otherwise this is perfectly happy. The rhino is happy. Animal happiness isn't hard, usually. Guest happiness and zoo rating are the hard ones. Anyway, I think we can start building this zebra exhibit. We still have 6 months left to complete this scenario. I don't want to build it like this because we will have to deal with uneven terrain, which is always expensive to have to deal with. So we'll have a weirdly shaped exhibit. It's still big enough. It's just weirdly shaped. It's no more. Well, actually, it's a bit more expensive because we do have a larger perimeter than if we build a square Because obviously, the bigger the perimeter, the more you have to spend, etc. But let's undo that. Let's move in these zebras into their exhibits. So they want savannah. Or savannah. I think it's savannah. I keep saying savannah for some reason. They need some... nope. Fresh water. No dirt, no sand. Okay. More foliage, more rocks, more shells. Oh yeah, they only need savannah and fresh water. It's really weird. And they require this thing. Tall grass. And shelter. And they require a stable. Nope. Lean-to. There we go. Exhibit suitability rating of 91, which is good enough. They want more animals of the same type, which we can't give them, unfortunately. Okay, guest happiness 92. I don't have to worry about that. Zoo rating 85. Animal happiness 99. Okay. And we have 6 months left to do everything. And we have actually beaten the scenario. So I'm contemplating just ending the recording here, rather than save you having to watch, like, more or less half an hour of, basically nothing. Because obviously it would just be me sitting around, it would literally be me sitting around waiting for these objectives to complete, so I'm contemplating just ending the video here. And if anything were to happen, I would continue recording. But I highly doubt anything would happen, so I'm contemplating just ending the video here. I mean, it would mean that you wouldn't see the screen saying, like, congratulations, you won. But for all intents and purposes, I think we have basically won. There are 6 months left to complete the scenario. For completeness, I could do the recording of the last 6 months. But I really cannot see a situation in which we would fail this scenario now that we've beaten the goals. The zoo rating of 60, the only way that would go down is if an animal escaped. Average animal happiness of 85, again, that would only go down if an animal escaped. Or if, like, an animal died. And we're not playing long enough for the animals to die of old age. So I really cannot see any situation in which we would fail this scenario. So I think I might just end the video and here and there, because frankly, who wants to watch half an hour of basically me just sat here talking about nothing like I'm doing now? Oh wait, that's what my channel is. Me just sat around playing video games and talking about rubbish. One thing I will do is just upgrade these paths, just to increase the zoo rating. Literally an aesthetic feature, it serves no actual purpose to the game, other than to increase zoo rating, but we don't have to worry about zoo rating, so it's pretty pointless. Hide buildings, hide trees, and hide everything, just so I can actually see what we're doing. For some reason there's a rock here, we don't need that. And I think that is everything. Yep, that is all the paths upgraded, so put everything back in. Zoo rating's gone to 86. That's simply by upgrading paths. For whatever reason, If you want zoo rating, you have to make sure that your paths are the most expensive paths you can afford. It's gone down to 85 now for whatever reason. Animal happiness 97, guest happiness 92. Still 6 months left to this scenario. I think I'm just going to end the video here, and you won't see the thing saying, oh yeah, you won, but I'll restart the recording if anything of any interest actually happens, but otherwise that is the end of that video, or the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below, like this video, share it everywhere, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!